Can't think of any reason we need to be speaking.
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering, and make them an ally to our cause.
I'd fain sell you this home of mine, if you'd be willing to buy it. Only, don't ask me to lower the price any further. 'Tis as generous as I can make it. Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate it. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covered for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today... I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique.
This really is fine.
In the north of Vermont is our curious tale
This
state.
part's a little different. Yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be.
That's
I've never
quite
heard
enough.
such nonsense.
I've had enough. Welcome.
You have my protection.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Well met. You are come. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost... hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
What's all this about?
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. It would be unseemly for an elf to purchase one.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. It would be unseemly for an elf to purchase one. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you give to me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure. Now you will be able to attack at range.
Upon my life, no foe shall approach the Arisen.
Welcome.
Dear.
Time to be
At your legs. My feet. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
Try not to get beat. Let's all let Finn go to waste.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
and true, and our quarry shall fall. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
I shan't let them harm you.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
If that cannot be avoided, just fight or die.
No quarrel here.
Douse the flames before it is too late. I am saved. Thank you, Arisen. task is complete.
Not a bad idea. Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
'Tis as you say.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I'll gather this. It might be of use.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. Most sensible, Master. You'll be able to move much more freely with a lighter pack.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
Would anyone care to push? This should help.
We're the fighter! Their ilk are deadly in close range!
Careful now.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
trying to piss me off.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
By your leave.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
No miracle will bring us victory here. We ought to withdraw and rethink our approach.
Well now, I'm not sure. We can ill afford to rush headlong into battle. Let us watch our road carefully to determine our destruction.
It's imperative we knock our foe to the ground. Air impresses its advantage.
Well, thanks. Where would I be without you, Arisen?
I've managed to grab hold.
Splendid.
What's this about?
Polished it this morning.
How'd I end up here?
Slim pickings of late. Am I losing my touch?
I'll get that for you. question.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
The sun descends. Night will be upon us soon.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
The magics you bestowed have faded.
The arisen had been quenched. A curative ought to do the trick. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
I espy another statue.
Let us make our way over to it while 'tis in our sights.
Choppers, Master!
Did anyone else see that? Or catches the light?
We ought to take a closer look.
What's the hurry?
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen. Prepare yourself! I shan't let them harm you. Focus! A moment of indecision may spell our doom!
Really? Now?
I've hold of the ark. Now to bring it down and let it taste our fury! Would you lend me a hand? I am sorry.
Stand firm. You are not alone. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
This brute has quite the temper.
I do not use the range to our advantage.
Fear not.
Are the rest of you bearing the light?
Panic is to hasten defeat. Send. Thank you, Arisen.
Look out, Arisen! We're under
creature's corpse will serve us well.
Go right ahead. Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
You're not the only one. I'm on my last legs.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take your aim at yon targets. Have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of Elven make, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of Elven make, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, but the heart. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. 'Tis a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself, yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubts. But the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. 'Tis all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tool so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
Right you are.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
With the bow you gifted me in hand, I no longer dread being put to trial. I almost look forward to it. I shall attack my training with renewed vim.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings.
What do you want? You want something? Spit it out or piss off.
I have my life. That's something.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Look as long as you please.
It's nice to see everyone out and about.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Do come again. I can hardly wait to see you in battle, Master.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Not a care in the world. Just as it should be.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again.
Set my notes to the brow press. Such a single-headed
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
Nothing compares to the excitement of embarking on a new adventure.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Still waiting on that report.
If you must go off on your own...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
I'd sooner stay out of that, were it possible.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with everything.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say.
Yeah, just yesterday, in fact. Put me in the right state when I saw the door unguarded. Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. It's not as if we let the beanies wander around the palace, eh?
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, If Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Soul's a blessing.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm Such quietude is a blessing. Such quiet.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered.
Is that all you have to say for yourself?
'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me. Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
Boots laced, strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here. Still a while to go before we shift's over.
Our soldiers need better training.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Won't someone talk about this?
Our ears are welcome, so take it easy. I'm in fine vessel today. Well met, sir.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway." Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion. A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
It's been a hard day. I'm in no hurry to leave.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Not a care in the world. Just as it should be. No. The noise grates on me.
Shall we get some rest then?
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table. Slightly up today. I was quite better today. Knows how to hang out for someone of my age.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Hi. Faring well, I hope. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Intuition, I suppose. Say, you're not from round here, are you? Are you a traveler? Have you seen many places? How I envy you. This city is all I know. I long to learn more of the outside world, but Mother won't allow it. She's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. But that only makes me question her judgment all the more. After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? They must be fraught with uncertainty, subject to harsh conditions. It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from that reality. But listen to me waffling on. Ah, I almost forgot. Here, I brought more of the money I owe you. I should have the remainder ready by our next meeting. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
No harm can come of a bit of kindness, I always say.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So if we... check the price, just remember. My... Prisoners die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
gather round. Treat your ears to a tale.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you?
Interested in my wares? Business hasn't been the best for some time now. Many thanks.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map.
I'm grateful to have served you for so long, Arisen. I shall hold these memories close for all time.
Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so. This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence, and in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Suppose courage can only take you so
Fine.
far.
This is rather thrilling.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
continue.
Not bad.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
What should I get up to today? My knees have been acting up today. I'm in fine fettle today.
Well met. Glad to see you in good health.
Here already? Travelling by ox cart was a welcome change.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
What is it you wish to discuss?
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Melv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Melv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason! The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
What am I to do if my audience is tired?
The sky always puts me in a contemplative mood.
You came to see me? Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
I'll go on an adventure of my own.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. But as for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
The other day, I espied an elf, of all things. Seems they've a village nearby. They ill-favor living alongside the people of other races, dwarves in particular. I understand their reluctance. They live several times longer than we do. I reckon that sets us apart. Not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you can't share a jest, sharing a village is out of the question, eh?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. Where ought we to go now?
Well met.
Why not buy your wares here today, sir? Pleasure doing business with you.
Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
wish I had someone to share this sport with.
My legs are stiff as boards after training. All this patrolling.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
Mayhap if I hang about, someone might ought.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
What should I do?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
I don't know what to do. What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Right you are.
Not strong enough for this.
Sense my thoughts down dark paths this place.
If I drop dead now, who would mourn me?
Still a while to go before the ship's over.
Mine is a life devoted to humble prayer.
It's this way.
This ain't my problem.
My head will roll water as I ride.
sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I'll take Input!
This should be of use.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Have my admiration. I doubt even my own master has obtained an article so rare. Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Our homecoming is at hand.
Do not let up your guard till we are inside the gates.
I ought to be getting home.
Ah, I'll take that.
Boy, you risen. Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. What would we do without you? I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now, we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops, or make some ourselves by combining the ingredients.
Of course.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough. Come find me when you have some.
Dead on my feet. Maybe I'll keep right here.
How are we to fly with such worn-out gear? What should I get up to today?
I ought to act foolish. I cannot stand to remain here another moment more deadly than getting comfortable.
I've been on my feet all day. Need anything? Need anything?
Many thanks. No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Interested in my wares? I'll gladly stay a while. Look, as long as you please.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
anything?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again.
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you were the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. 'Twould be best I escorted you. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
Find myself some work. Fancy a look at my wares?
It's my duty to find them.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough. Come find me when you have some.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
No one will disturb me here.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
I'll take it. Not to think on my...
Can't go on like this.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
I quite agree.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself? I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humours, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tell is, I've got something for you.
Oh, sir, if you please. Pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Bunch of sluggards. Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by. Whatever am I to do?
This oxcart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Some battles simply... Come on then! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise. Well done, Master.
What am I? I hopped up.
You have my protection.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this trial will spur us into next.
Do try not to catch cold.
How do you like that?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours. Not bad.
Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
One can see far to the distance from here.
Would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
You have my support.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Watch the hobgoblin!
Let my magic reveal your weapon in the fury of the elements. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Decent spot to make camp, assuming there are no monsters about.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
Wish me to return? At once, master.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I'm going to ensure this was excellent. I could have done no better.
It's a bit early to be thanking me. The enemy yet remains.
Splendid.
Not live to regret this.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Harpies, Master!
Arisen! Are you alright? The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
You have my support. When calm, sure to avoid open flame.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items.
"'Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a journey. I shall cherish my memories of our time together."
Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle. In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. Would you mind coming over here?
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
"'Tis this way. We have reached our destination. Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you have objections to your village, I will plot our course for the nearest location. We were to make the Harve Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Over here, if you please.
On deck! You'll not live to regret this!
Would you mind coming over here?
I knew you would prevail, Master. But seem I've some catching up to do.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Forgive me for being a burden arisen. A curative ought to do the trick. The probe working will show our destiny.
It seems we have arranged our probe.
Princess opposed expertise in prey. Grant you fire's blade.
Over here, if you please. mind coming over here?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Oh, so I've learned.
Felt from the beast that had breathed its last. Over here, if you please.
It is no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. We're here, Master.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
Frey, follow me.
If you're intent on entering a monster-infested cavern, then do so at your own peril. I did warn you.
A short jaunt can quickly become a journey, till before you know it, you're bruised up and all out of curatives.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn lizard. Is this where I'm to draw my last? My sonnet!
am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
Master, I believe I could be of aid here. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Oh, you don't see that every day. I imagine my master would faint were I to return beyond the rift with it.
Where the Saurians?
Let my magic fuel your weapons with the fury of the elements. Stay with me, What's right there?
You're not one of ours. Have you come to save us? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Let me get that.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now, I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not trouble yourself further. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not trouble yourself further.
Oh, I'm saved. You have my gratitude, friend. Were it not for your aid, I'd have died a dog's death.
I am saved!
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with Saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see, in times more peaceful. You're the Arisen, are you? Well, that's something. We were hoping to reclaim our village, but it doesn't seem we'll have much luck. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a bask of Saurians have made our homes their own. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out here. Ah, but mayhap they needn't at all. You are the Arisen, aye? Could we trouble you to aid us in our hour of need? Please, sir, do something, anything about the Saurians infesting our village.
Saurians abound, Master. Be on your guard.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Shall we
Is the deed done, good Arisen? Oh, thank you, thank you. We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I can hardly wait to bring these tidings to the other villagers. I dare say we'll have this place livable again ere long. I cannot thank you enough. Long will you be known as a friend to our village. If you happen to pass by, do come visit us, won't you? I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your sake, as well as ours, we'll do our utmost to see the village restored.
With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
I quite agree.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're here to buy. This world's no place for the faint of heart. Many thanks, sir. Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
Methinks I have an idea of where Sir Ulrika might have gone, Master. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Hope I can make some decent choice.
The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or make camp, and set out again later.
To doubt my words is folly, for everyone I speak is true.
Why does the old man venture out to sea day after day? What does he seek to prove?
Curious, isn't it?
Mayhap his maundering will make more sense to us in time. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
We have arrived.
Hoy, friend! Have any time for me today? I dare say we're overdue another talk. There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets, and I wanted to share it with you. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation. For it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be willed about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray forgive me for making you wait for it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other. Though I feel sure we shall in time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
I suppose 'tis so.
Shall we report this development to Captain Bront? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
Do we truly expect to find aught of value in a chest hidden in a place like this?
There's treasure within, I'm certain of it. But there's only one way to find out.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, He was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. No harm in picking a few.
It seems Lady Eleanor means to give us a tour of the Gracious Hand. Might we not take her up on the offer? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there. Help me. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... Gah... Something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.